Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking about some relationship advice because I know there's probably a lot of people out there that watch me that are in relationships or just don't know like what to do with relationships. So, me and my boyfriend have been together for 4 years. We take care of a child together. My boyfriend is not the biological father, but he is the dad because he's the one that helps raise him. And he's been there and for pretty much majority of his life when his biological father hasn't. So I want to talk about a little bit about that too in this video to give you a background history, a little bit about it. But yeah, so my ex, I'm not gonna say his name, but my ex and I was together for 1 year and 9 months. But the 1 year and 9 months, he actually broke up with me when he was at a different girl's house. But I'm not going to mention her name either. So he was over at her house because my mother dropped him off over there. And I don't know why she would do that. I don't care what his excuses were. It's just not what a mother should do. She should have told him no. But anyways, besides the point. He was at another girl's house, so that's kind of like from start how I really knew he was cheating on me. But I knew that I had suspicion that he was cheating on me, and obviously I was right because he was at the other girl's house. And I found stuff on my old phone because he was an idiot and didn't lock it out or anything. And it was one of them so old that it's like the battery, you have to keep it plugged in for it to work. So I saw all their messages. They were talking for about 2-3 months while we and him was together towards a relationship. And there was a bunch of inappropriate stuff when she was also a couple years younger than him. So, and also she had a boyfriend, but you know, but whatever. We were kind of engaged, but not really because like the rings that he got me were not like good rings because they turned my finger green. So anyways, so, after I found out all that, we kicked him out that same day whenever I found out he was at her house. I got all his clothes, stuff like that. I knew that it was his. And we put them in boxes and stuff, like little crates, and we just put them outside. And that was it, okay? So, like, he called my grandma's phone because the phone I had, which was a different phone, didn't have minutes on it, but I could use Wi-Fi on Messenger and stuff to talk to people. And so that's what I used because I didn't want to have a phone with minutes because anytime I got allowance money and stuff, I would use it to buy my son's diapers and wipes, stuff like that, and also had child support. Okay, like I was saying. But yeah, like I would always use my money and child support money and stuff like that on my child. I wouldn't care to buy minutes. So, when I moved up here at my boyfriend's house, like, I was probably here about a month whenever my grandma and I decided that, like, yeah, I do need a phone because I need a way to contact my family. So, yeah, that's how I started getting the phone, but my boyfriend pays the phone bill, so, yeah, it works out. So, yeah, so then whenever he was out of the house or whatever, I was wanting to have like a co-parent civil relationship. I wanted that for my son, but he didn't want that because he would still be here. He would be a dad and be in his life right now, but he chose to follow that girl for a while, and then he did his own thing, and then he went somewhere else, and I didn't give a shit anymore but what he was doing because it wasn't my business and I didn't care, and I didn't want him knowing my business, what I was doing, because it's not his business, because I was always home taking care of my baby all the time, which is what I was supposed to do, but he should be doing it too because it takes two, not just one, to make a baby. But you know, he was out doing his thing, and so I was about 5, almost 6 months single once I met my boyfriend Raiden, and we met on GTA on the PS3, and when we started talking on Facebook, we'd FaceTime like all the time. We'd always be on the phone. we'd Skype, all that. So we like basically knew everything about each other for 10 months, and then we finally just made the decision I just wanted to move because I wanted my child to have a father in his life, because I didn't want him growing up and then like him being older. Like, say if we waited till he was about 3 or 4, it would have been a big change versus doing it when he was just a little over 1 year old, where he kind of knew there was a man around, but like still didn't understand. And right away, like, he started calling him Dada and stuff. Like, he was even calling him Dada kind of like on the phone a little bit. He'd point and stuff and say Dada. So like, he just kind of always knew like that's just Dada. But so when he gets older, I will sit him down and I will explain it to him, because obviously this video is going to be coming out. I will, but I want to wait until I'm ready to tell him and when he's ready to handle like all of it, because I don't want him to think that like his biological father doesn't love him out there, because I'm sure he does. It's just he just wasn't ready to be a dad. That's the only reason why he didn't stick around. I can't force him to stay. It's not my responsibility as a mom to reach out to him. It's his responsibility to reach out to me to see his kid, because his kid's not old enough to know how to handle a phone conversation or text or anything, you know? So like, it's responsible for him to reach out to me and be like, hey, let's see, can we see if this weekend works where I can meet him, hang out with him, whatever. But I would want to do where I'm there and then like have somebody with me, because I wouldn't want him just alone with Logan because he hasn't been there. And so yeah, so like I wouldn't have a problem with it at all if he had started from the beginning, keep on contacting me and trying to figure something out to where he could still see him. But trying to go tell people after we broke up that I wasn't letting you have the baby, you know, kind of thing, it's like kind of stupid, because like anybody that's smart is not gonna just allow somebody that hasn't been there with their newborn just being it, thinking that you can take a baby from its mother from overnight. It's like you just can't do that. So, and like you can't have them out a lot anyways, because they're like fragile, you know, like they can catch anything, and when they're babies, like they're easy to get sick and stuff. So, and it was also cold at that point when we broke up, because it was February, and it was before Valentine's Day. And so yeah, I mean, it's just common sense. But I mean, he could have came over and saw the baby whenever he could and wanted to. There's more details that's about him that I'm not going to say in the video, because like it's just private. But I haven't heard from him since my child was about 2 months old. Like when he actually called my grandma's house phone and was talking to us. And he would only talk for like a few minutes. He wouldn't even stay on the phone long. So I always told everybody I wish it was different when we broke up. I wish he would stay in contact with us. I wish he would. But like I said, it's not my responsibility to reach out to him. I mean, it's not me, you know, that's not there. I'm there. I've been there since the day one I was pregnant. I've supported keeping my child. I wanted to have him. I wanted to raise him. I wanted to be there for everything. He's never been left alone at anybody else's house unless it was like with me and only me, and because I just didn't like being away from him. But like he has got to have the experience where he goes to my niece's house and stuff when he was a little bit younger, to have like his time with her, and then I would stay up here. And he's got to do that a few times, because I wanted him to realize like mommy can go away for a few days, but then mommy's coming back kind of thing. But I've never left him with just strangers or anything, like random, like people I couldn't trust at all. Like you had to be somebody that we really trusted you or knew of you enough to like about that situation, because yeah, it's just like I'm protected. So but yeah, so that's the situation about my ex. But also my advice as well is, when you get in a relationship, you need trust, loyalty, and you need to be supportive of both partners, because y'all both need each other. And especially when you have children, you need to be there for them children, because they need to feel love and everything, you know, like they need that. So, and like just have respect for each other. I trust my boyfriend a lot. I really do. So yeah. I hope that this kind of helped out a little bit about my ex relationship, and because I was cheated on by him and a few more of my exes that I've been in relationships with. So yeah, so he wasn't the first one, but he was my longest relationship at the time. My ex that I had a kid with, but the boyfriend I have now, he's my longest because we've been together 4 years, going on 5 years. But we're both loyal. I've always been loyal. I didn't go sleep around with other people. Whenever I suspected he cheated on me, I wasn't going out doing that stuff to him. And because I'd always be at home all the time. And even when I was pregnant, I'd be home all the time. Even before I even got pregnant, I'd be home all the time with my family and stuff, because like I didn't get the chance to have where I could go out all the time every weekend with friends and stuff. I didn't get that opportunity. I got to hang out with some girls, a couple girls here and there, but it wasn't like an every single day weekend. And during the week, during school, like no, it was a strict environment. Like if it was a school night, I had to be home at my grandparents' house because that's who I lived with. Like it was like that. Like I had rules and I had to follow my rules. So, yeah. And so, like, I don't know how else to explain it, but I mean, my ex was my first true love. He was my first person I've ever been with. He broke my heart. I will admit that he did break my heart when I found out he was talking to that girl. And I mean, me and her were friends. And that's what was the more messed up situation, because I thought she was my friend, but she wasn't, 'cause she was doing that stuff. So, yeah. But she got me out of a situation, you know, because I'm not with him. And I'm happy with the person I'm with now. And I know he's the one for me. And thank you to my ex, because I found my true love. And it wasn't you. And I'm glad for that, because you can go out and do your own thing, and I'm still doing my thing, which is always at home, taking care of my kid. The only time I get to go out is when I have an appointment, or when I need to go to the grocery store, or take him to his appointments, like appointments, you know, he's got doctor appointments, you know, stuff like that. And when we need to go out to eat sometimes, like stuff like that. It's the only time I really can go out. So, because I'm always home. And he starts school this year, which I'm looking forward to that, because then he gets to learn more every day. And then I get a little bit of break, so I'll be able to post more videos for you guys. And yeah. So, of course it's going to be hard. I'm probably going to cry on his first day. What mother doesn't? I mean, I love my child, so yeah. But I hope this was entertaining. I hope this gave y'all some more background about me. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Comment down below if y'all need any more videos. Yeah. Have a good day, guys. Bye.